Welcome back to Super Grub2 Disk. This is Secure Boot Approach number 13. Okay, so today we're going to bump the version and we are going to release a proof of concept because otherwise this is not going to work. And so yeah, so let's see where the hell. So here we have the files which are like that. Now we have a lot of classic stuff. We need to make sure that they are made properly. So the last thing that we have to test is Super Grub Meta MK Rescue, okay, and we need to test the rest of the build, otherwise this is not going to work properly. So we had some around here some notes about what we had to do in order to test all of the stuff step by step. Yeah, so we checked this one but not the other one. So we need to check everything, if everything is doing whatever it's supposed to do. So first of all, the next thing we want to test is Super Grub source code, okay. Let's see what happens if there is some failing or not. And so what we have here probably is another file which should be the source code and also their okay, let me see, also their hashes. So here there is the source code. So that's what 56k, that's not okay. Okay, let's take a look and see what it's inside of this. Why is this so small? So we have, yeah, so whatever is inside of the HIT, okay, but shouldn't we have the source code for secure boot stuff? Haven't we added something for that, or is it something that it's not found on the release? So we have multi-art USB, multi-art CD, and the ones which are classic are without secure boot, and the ones that don't have classic have secure boot. So the question is, why isn't there anything related to source code? We have done something related to source code, which is when you run this, the source code is being downloaded into, oh, I think I know what's happening here. That's interesting. So Super Grub MK Common has this function about downloading secure boot UEFIs, and you download the binary files and the source code. Once you download everything, well, you copy stuff in the place we tell you that you have to copy stuff. So that means that the files are, let me see, the files are on secure boot binaries vendor whatever, and source code is here, okay. It's here. does not say that this is Debian. We should probably use Debian here, because otherwise, I mean, if this is something that we want to have on the source code part, it's going to be easier if this matches the vendor. Although we can just copy it once you make the source code. Not sure what to do here. Okay, let me see. Yeah, so we should have Super Grub source code, which is here. Let's see what the hell do we have here. We don't put the group source code stuff. Yeah, wait a minute, look at that. Shim release, shim something, shims. There's something already here, which it's not working as expected or something. I didn't see. I didn't expect that the code was already here, but there must be something that we are not doing properly if this is not working as expected. So this is secure boot binaries dir vendor, and then you loop and you search for the shim and for the platform. Shim and flip platform. Yeah, even if it's not the right name, because it should have the Debian name here. This is not working, and it should be working. So let me see. Yeah, let's do some basic debugging, because it shouldn't be so difficult to understand what's happening here. Let's install Vim so that it's easier to do this. Although XXD, what the hell is XXD? I don't know. Toggle X dump. Okay, well, doesn't matter. Okay, so here we're going to just say something like this. Let's see what happens if we are missing some files or whatever. Okay, so build source code. There's a source code here. Wait a minute. Don't we have? Yes, we have the vendor. So it's after you generate file name hashes. Okay, generate file name hashes. Preloop here something. So I think that the problem is that FE platform is empty, because we are not sourcing group build config, but we are doing that here. So maybe FE platforms it's not the right thing. That's a good question. What do you have here in build group? Wait a moment. Is this group build config? Is this something that it's not on the... Okay, it's here. FE platforms. No. I mean, there's secure boot FE platforms, but there's no FE platforms as such. Okay, let me see if we should just use okay. I think we will just use the SGD secure platforms. So that means that here we should have this thing here, okay, so that it can loop. And then what you want to do is to have this different way. The question is, do we do this on the other side, or yeah, because this is on each one of the vendors, but here we want everything to the same place, so I think we can do something like this: vendor shim, and also let's copy and paste this, and also put here the vendor. Okay, that's nice. And here we have the vendor. What the hell is this? We have, yeah, so this is the shim with the vendor and so on, and this is the group. You need to generate file hash names for this, and that's it. So hopefully this is the right way of fixing this stuff. Okay, let's do a commit and so on, and let's see what happens. So let me check here. Yeah, okay. So this is secure boot. Make sure to generate secure boot source code. Okay, so here we should be able to pull this. Wait the moment. Okay, yeah, it makes sense. Hit restore. And now we should be able to run this, and it should do more stuff than it was doing previously. Okay, now I see that there are more files. So here you can see how you've got the Ubuntu source code and Debian source code and so on, but this is not right, because yeah, I mean, this is not right. Okay, let me check. So here you have all zip file. How the hell all zip file? Where the hell is this? Let me check. Yeah, I think we need to create a folder here, and that's it. I mean, otherwise this is too much source code and so on. And I also want all of the source code to be the same place Okay, let me show you what I want to do. So this is the source code. Okay, so what I want to do is to create an source code directory so that I can put stuff there so that the source code is in a different directory, so that way it's the wait a moment. Yeah, then we will have to modify the so this is something like source code. Okay, so source code, and we also need to create this directory if it does not exist, because otherwise this does not make sense. So if this directory does not exist, we will create it. Okay, so here what we have is make this directory, and I'm probably doing something wrong here because colors are not so good, but why? Maybe like this. Oh, look at that. Now it's okay. So if the directory does not exist, we create it. Okay. Yeah, so this should be source dir. Wait a moment. Oh, okay, source dir is wherever it's not source code is. But what we want to have here is ISO directory. Wait a minute. ISO release dir. Yeah, so what we want to have here is, yeah, so what we want to do here, let me do this properly. So what we want to have here is SGT to source code release source code dir. Okay, and this is going to be the other one, which is SGD ISO release dir slash source code, maybe like this. Okay, and so what you want to create to make sure that it's created down here is this one. Thanks to the parents, everything will be done. This one, and this one. So we don't care about that. And once we have this, we do not need to take care of this here because we already have it. And so we just have to make sure to use this directory when you want to put anything related to the source code. So yeah, so this is the source code file name. Okay, and this should be also the file name. Sorry, so everything here, it's the file name which we need to generate hashes. Okay, so What the hell is this? So now we should focus on this stuff, which is whether you want to put this and which name. And so the idea is that you want to use this source code dir. Okay, so you want to use this source code dir. That's okay. The same thing needs to happen here. And now I want to do it in a different way so that there's some order when you have a staff. So you want to shim, okay, shim whatever Debian, okay. That way it's everything into the same place, and the same thing happens with group. So it's group and the vendor, okay. That way it's with the same order. And so this file here needs to have their hashes, so we just do this so that they have their hashes for shim, and we also take this one so that they have their hashes for group. Here it is, and that's it. So we can modify the current what's the name, the current commit. We will also need to modify downloads, because this is going to modify downloads. So let's write this down somewhere, so that we don't so the loads need to be updated because of the new path for source code. Okay, so yeah, not sure how to do this, but yeah, so what the hell is this? Yeah, so let me, so we have okay, let me check whatever is here. Okay, let's assume that this is okay. Let's amend the last commit. Now we should be able to soft, and I guess that we can restore stage this and restore, and we will be able to pull the latest commit again. That's it. And now we should be able to generate the source code again. Although, so what I want to do here is to delete everything related to source code. So source code, not sure if it's like this or something like that. Delete source. So delete source, okay. Yeah, this is the source code that we don't want. So we will just delete this. So now we should be able to run the command and some files will appear or whatever. So we're going to run this command and let's see. Okay, so now we have exactly more or less the same files, if I'm not mistaken here. Do we have something more or not? Why this zip is up there instead of... Yeah. Okay, so if we go into source code, now we can check how we have group IA32, group X64, and each one of them has Debian, Ubuntu, whatever. Okay, and you can check what is for every one of them. It's Debian has more source code that, yeah, Debian, Ubuntu has similar source code size, and Shim is a bit smaller, and then there's the source code for Super Grub2 Disk, which does not have group 2 because group 2 is a requirement and we abide for a commit, and we cannot abide for a specific source code of this because we get the binaries. Okay, so this seems to work quite well. So now we should focus on the links, which are going to be completely different. So we need to take a look at the loads.html and see what the hell do we do here, because I think we already have source code download, but it's not. Okay, maybe we don't have a link to the source code because you're supposed to get it from GitHub, and you have a link somewhere else. So you have the one which, yeah, look at this, source code, Git repo, and this is the one which has everything. We also have this one here. Yeah, and this is the other one for torrent. Okay. Yeah. Okay, so probably no changes because we didn't link to source code in the first place. But what we need to do right now is to check for every one of the files here, more or less, and see if they are here or not. Because, or maybe we should try to do the rest of it, the newest release and so on. But yeah, I don't know. So the next step that we need to test manually is, okay, this one is done, this one is done, is put everything into a zip file. That way we will be able to compare with whatever. Look at that. We want the quiet option, isn't it? Because otherwise, updating, adding. Okay, I guess they should have the source code, and yeah, and then the classic something. So this means that here we should have this zip, which is 128 megabytes, which is quite big for what we are used to. Okay, but that's nice. And what's the rest of it? Because 190 megabytes. Okay. What more do we have here? I think we can see it say that this is okay. So the next one is checksums in one file, which I guess, and that what the hell is doing this? Let me open this so that I can take a look at it, because I don't remember very well what the hell is this doing. So it's going to zip file name, the prefix, the version.zip. What the hell? Checksums to one file. This is not used, isn't it? Yeah, and this is not used. Yeah, this is used here. Although, okay, so we can remove this one here, because it doesn't make sense to have it here if you don't use it. Yeah, this one, yeah, because you don't want to lose the current directory just in case. And then when you have all of the files, which, yeah. So let me fix this 1 second. So this is remove non-used line in whatever. So here we can pull. Now we should be able to put everything into this different. So here you can see how there are these files which are quite old. They are not from today. So this is what this is supposed to generate in a nice way, taking all of the files. Okay, look at that. Now we have them, taking all of the files that have this stuff here. So if you take a look here, you can see all the MD5 stuff from these files. Okay, so that you have everything into a single file and you can check everything in one go. Although the source code, wait a minute, this made sense when this was everything into the same, was everything in the same directory, but now the source code files which are here are into the source code directory. So this is not useful for checking stuff. So if you do something like this, so let me check stuff, you can see how this one is okay and many of the others are not okay. how many are there are here? So I'm not sure if anyone is using this, but 17. Okay, so there's only one. So this already failed before because the only one that you can check is this one. The other ones are in their own files. So let me see. This should be sort release dear. Yeah, we just cut it. Yeah, I think we should do it the other way around. But you know, this is quite confusing. So I think that we should do something like, first of all, we delete the file, okay, and then we for each one of these files we can have a path, maybe not print 0, so that we can understand what we want to do. So the first thing that I want to do is to so the idea is that you can not like this. The idea is that you can loop this, you can remove, I mean, it's not a nice thing, but you can remove the so you can say something like n file short is whatever. I'm not sure how the hell is you do this. It's something like if it ends like this, you remove it, and then you can echo this. I'm not sure about this. This is the right thing to do. Yeah. Yeah, probably this, the one here. This should be like this. Okay. I think we have managed to do, maybe we have not managed to do so. Let me see. Bash, find and replace. Not with set, but with bash itself. I know that there's something. I do not want to use bash. I want to use bash. Here it is. A two. Really? Is this how it works? Maybe I'm not doing right the thing about, oh, look at that. Now I'm having, okay, so I should do this like this, maybe. No. Is it like this? How the hell? I mean, you don't have last line stuff, isn't it? How the hell do you do this? Okay. At the end, at end of a string. Yeah, but bash. Oh, wait a minute. Maybe I just have to escape this, because this is otherwise this is replaced. No. Basic something. Oh my god, net mask. Yeah, this is what I want to use, but within bash. I don't want to use something else for this stuff. Apparently you can use percent to make a regex. What the hell, I have seen this. The question is, look at that. And this is bash. So maybe, I'm not sure if this is the right thing to do, if you ask me. Maybe what I'm looking for is this, like this. In any case, it's not easy that you have MD5 inside of, unless there is a distro which its name is MD5. We are not going to have this problem, so we will just use this. Okay. Now you should be able to do something like this, damn it, which should output all of the paths in the right place so that you can run everything in one go, and that's it. Although, yeah, this path is not, maybe it's not the best one if you want to use this from Windows. But do you think there's going to be a way to generate something different? No, it's not. Okay, so this is the main idea that I think should be used in order to make all of this. So yeah, you don't need one command for each one of them. So yeah, so basically it's like this. So this should be the same thing, but with SHA1. So let's copy and paste this. Oh, wait a moment. So you copy and paste. So this is SHA1 and this is SHA1. Okay, and this should be SHA1 sum, I guess. Yeah. I mean, does this exist at all? That's a question. Yes, it does. I mean, it's not very good, but it exists. And this should be the same thing. So what do you have done? What you have care so much that you have this file here, so you should be able to make this also. Yeah. Okay. So this should be the right thing to do, if you ask me. Checksums in one file. This is make sure checksums have the relative path for the relative path for their files. Checksum files. Checksum I mean big checksum file summary. I mean big checksums. Okay, it's not a very nice commit, but I don't know how to do this. So if we run this now, we should be able to get MD5, and if you try to check them, it works. You can also get SHA1 sums, and if you try to check them from within, oh, look at that, this does not work like this. How the hell does this work? Check text. Haven't I done this properly? SHA1 sum, the file, and you put everything here. Okay, let's assume that this is a problem of SHA1, and now let's try chat 256. Let's see what happens with this. Okay, apparently oh, look at that. No, I have run this. Let me check what the hell is inside of this. Yeah, this should be working. Oh, wait a moment. This is not okay. This is not the right file name. The right file name is something else. That's why this did not work properly. Oh my god. Okay, here it is. So now I should yeah, I should reset this. Probably the one that you want to restore is this, is the one with checksums in one file, and then you want to remove this. Now we should be okay to pull this again. Have we? Oh wait a moment, I think I have done nothing because I'm doing this quite fast. So we have made the change, which is here. What we need to commit it. We need to amend the commit, otherwise this is not going to work properly. So we amend the commit, and here now we can pull this. What the hell? You have one different commit. Haven't I reset? Oh my god. Staged. I managed to. Okay, now we are in the right place, and we should be able to run this, and hopefully this is going to work as suspected. So what you want to do is to go here. Was it here? Yeah. Okay. Now, if everything is okay, we should be able to check everything with the right names, and that's it. That way everyone that wants to check this has this in a lot of places, and it works as expected. Files are quite big, but whatever. Okay, so I think we are almost done. I think we are almost done. Oh, look at that. We have some porn in the chat. So let's remove this. Report pornography. Report pornography. I mean, it's not pornography, but it's something similar. So, yeah. Okay, so now we should be able to what the hell is this? Now we should be able to check whatever is missing here. Okay, so release news. That's a good question. What the hell does release news do? So release news. Let's take a look. So this is using downloads, which is what we were having problems with, which we have improved here. Yeah, and you can see how we put here everything. So this is going to work quite well. And then it generates downloads news, which is this one, which is based on downloads.html. Yeah, and then what it's left if we run this? Yeah, something to use in the such way so that we have the previous version. Yeah. So okay, so first of all, let's try to run this to see if there's something wrong or whatever. Okay, so this should have modified something here, which is Super Grub news releases, and we should have a new created file here, 206. Where the hell is this? Is this not the right place? So this file, yeah, this file was done right now, was generated right now, and here you can see how okay, here you have CD with secure boot, which is not ready, so it's commented. We have all the stuff here that we will need to check if this makes sense or not. Look at that. Yeah, okay. So one thing that we can do is as we have these files here, which is based on, these files are based on the actual files that are going to be uploaded. We can check each one of the links to see if those links are okay or not. Okay, so the first one is this one here. So let's check down here. Oh, look at that, it does not appear. Why is that? 206 S1 beta 2. Yeah, okay, so we don't care about the directory right now, so we care from here. So yeah, so look at that, it's down here. So let's check all of them so that we are, so this one is the classic one, it should be down here too. That's nice. So what more do we have? The multi-art CD, which we don't care about. Wait a moment. This is the classic CD. Okay. This is the, what the hell is this? It's classic CD with PCs. You want a specific version for PCs because you want whatever. This is EFI. So apparently everything is working as expected, so I'm quite glad about it because we have all the files that should be there, and it's also here. Although this was a link, didn't we have a zip for these EFI files? Wasn't there any problem when you tried to download this? I don't know. Wait a minute. Look at this. Oh, I have managed to, yeah, here it is, and you are done. So now you have the tree or whatever. Yeah, so I think that more or less this is complete, but the problem is that this is not the right version, so we need to release a new version. Okay, so let's do this in the next video so that this does not take too long. Okay, let's take a look here before wrapping up the video. But yeah, so basically you can run this and say something like, which was the last version, like this. So there is no changes because we are not in a given tag. Maybe. Oh, okay. What about using the other one? Is this even? Okay, let me check what the hell does this file, because I don't remember very well what the hell does this. So this is something about the changes. I need to remove everything from here and make a make file so that everything is down in there. I mean, because this is too much. But yeah. Okay, so let me see. Something changes. What the hell is the script? Official release. Here it is. Let's take a look. Release changes. Oh. So are you telling to me what you do here is generate the changes? You don't do anything else. So that means that probably what I want to run here is this one and see what the hell happens in these releases, but not the downloads, but the changes. So yeah, wait a minute. Is this what I'm doing right now or not? Release changes, release news. So this is release changes. Okay, older usage. So we need an older version, which is then used here. And S group version is our current version. Yeah, we cannot test this without bumping the version, okay? So this is where everything ends. So let's write this down. So no need. Next video. We prepared almost everything for the release. So the next video we're going to do the actual bump version, and we're going to release the proof of concept, okay? We're going to check the nodes. How the hell do we want to release all of this? So thank you very much for watching this video.